Times is Albany's Tom Porras. And Tampa Bay's Jay Gruden swapped touchdown passes on virtually every possession. It wasn't until the final seconds. Quarterback Chip Ferguson comes off the bench. This for the game winner to a wide-open Tracy Perkins. And the Storm wins in front of 14,000 fans in the Dome. But tonight, the Storm travels to the Motor City for the showdown in Motown. Live from the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, Sports Channel presents Tampa Bay Storm Arena Football. Tonight, the Tampa Bay Storm takes on the Detroit Drive. Welcome to the Mecca of Arena Ball, Joe Louis Arena right here in Motown. The Drive has won 3 straight championships, and tonight some 17,000 fans are expected to take in what should be the game of the year. Hello again, everybody. I'm Al Keck, along with former Buccaneer and Gator linebacker Scot Brantley. And Scott, we have the perfect matchup tonight because we have the #1 offense in Tampa Bay taking on the #1 defense in Detroit.
Well, that #1 offense has a heck of a defense, and that #1 defense has a heck of an offense as we take a look right here.
You can see the offensive numbers here for Tampa Bay, 271 yards per game. And when you take a look at the season totals overall as far as the scoreboard is concerned, you can see that Tampa Bay dropped its opening game, but Scott, right now it's on a roll, having won 4 in a row.
But those last 2 games, a lot of points scored in those games, but a lot of points given up.
They say the key for any team as far as winning a championship is concerned is to play good defense, and Detroit certainly does that.
They sure do. Dwayne Dixon, an old Gator buddy of mine, is leading the way. Believe it or not, he's a wide receiver, but John Corker does a good job also.
You can see the passing yardage allowed, only 106 yards per game, but again, you need that running game against this team. And when you take a look at the season totals as far as, again, the scoreboard is concerned, you can see that this team is undefeated, and the close games there were on the road. This team is very devastating here in this building. Again, Scott, I think the key for Tampa Bay is can it get its running game in gear? This team is rated #1 as far as running the football is concerned.
Vitally important to get the running game early establishment. So, and then come to find out who's going to last the longest at the very end. That's the 4th quarter is going to be the deciding factor, I believe, in this great game.
That's what Arena Ball is all about, the last few minutes. So hold on and buckle up. We will have the Tampa Bay Storm taking on undefeated Detroit from Joe Louis Arena right here in Detroit, coming up next on Sports Channel. Touchdown! The Storm wins! Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this!
And neither will you on July 13th at the Florida Suncoast Dome St. Pete when your Tampa Bay Storm takes on the Denver Dynamite. It's photo night. Meet the Storm players, cheerleaders, Hooters girls, Leon Sullivan, and other celebrities before the game. Let's show Denver Tampa Bay is the best sports town as Arena Football takes Tampa Bay by storm.
You've got to see it.
Michigan, I'm Scot Brantley with special guest Lynn Bradford. Lynn Bradford is the leading rusher in the entire Arena Football League, and he's got a little dues to pay, I think, tonight. I think coming back to the old home arena means a heck of a lot to you, doesn't it, Lynn?
Yes, sir. It means a lot to me because this is where it started for me, and I like to come here and have a good showing. Just show people that maybe they'll miss me after tonight. But right now, my big thing is just coming back here because it's where it started. I'm ready, just to show them that I still got it.
Well, you won some championships here, and plus, I believe you were on the all-pro team from this arena right here. So it's a great-looking facility. A great crowd's going to be on hand tonight, and I think that they're going to be very pleased, or probably displeased with your abilities.
I hope so. It sounds bad to say, but there's a good crowd, and the fans here are great. So I'm looking forward to this game. I'm pumped. I'm just ready to play.
Of course, in this particular league, you have to be a biathlete, I call it, both offensively and defensively. But it seems to me like you enjoy playing defense just as much as you do offense.
Delivering some punishment every now and then is really good, because, being a running back, we get beat up a lot during the game. So, you want to throw something back on some of their players.
Well, that's coming from a linebacker asking you, so you better have answered that right, Lynn, and you did a good job with it. But it's good to be home. And it's good to be back in this arena, and we wish you the very, very best of luck tonight.
You bet. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
We'll be right back with the opening kickoff.
Storm getting ready to take on, really, Scott, the team that could be the San Francisco 49ers of Arena Ball, the Detroit Drive.
I guess you would have to call them that. Any team that win 3 back-to-back championships would definitely have to be called the 49ers of this particular league. But I tell you what, we've got a young team right here in Tampa Bay, and I'm excited about what they're doing halfway mark of the season.
Fran Kersey meeting with his team for the final time before this team kicks off and gets things going against Detroit. Of course, Fran Kersey and his team coming off a very big win last week over Albany, 57-43, but has been pointing to this game. Again, Detroit is a team that has won it all before. What's going through their minds right now? Do you think this team may be in awe of Detroit, or do you think that Tampa Bay has been through enough close games to where they know what they're doing?
Knowing a lot about the character of this team and the character of Fran Kersey, you can bet this team is not at all with this particular great football team. And I think they'll come out and play a tremendous football game tonight. But I tell you what, the defense, John Fonts, who conducts that defense as defensive coordinator, has got to tighten up that defense. They played extremely well early. Now it's time to play good once again.
Well, let's take a look now at the officials for tonight's ball game. And again, they will be seeing an offense that is rated #1 in arena ball, taking on a defense that is rated #1 in arena ball. And usually in this situation, so many times in outdoor football, it looks like the defense usually wins that situation. But we'll have to see tonight. Tampa Bay will be getting the ball first. You're looking at Novo Bojovic, certainly one of the bigger names in arena football as far as kickers are concerned. And he will kick off to Roland Crawford, who is known for his defensive play, but he's also a fine kick returner. We're getting ready to go here in Detroit. Again, this is a place that loves arena ball. This is the place where really arena ball took off. And the Drive has never played a season in which it has not won the title. Rather. So Novo Bojovic getting ready to get things started. Again, you kick off from the goal line in arena ball. This is a line drive kick. Taken inside the end zone. Good cut there by Crawford. Gets over the 10-yard line before he's brought down by Gary Mullen, a wide receiver and defensive back. So Tampa Bay takes over with decent field position. First down 10 at its own 12-yard line. The quarterback is Jay Gruden. And looking at the quarterback situation, Scott, Gruden struggled a little bit last week. Ferguson got hot at the end. Don't be surprised if Gruden struggles at all, that Ferguson comes in.
You might see, I guarantee you'll see them both tonight.
We have a whistle before the play even gets started.
And as you tell by that opening call by Fran Kersey, they want to establish the running game early. That's what's got them this far at 4-1.
Linebacker in a neutral zone. Detroit.
Well, that's something that also can help your running game very, very much there in the opening play to get a penalty. And this now sets up first down and about 7.
Not a bad start at all.
You can see the offense for Tampa Bay. These are the skill positions. Again, the quarterback is Gruden. Zeno now the top wide receiver with Howard out. The pitch goes to Bradford. He goes over the left side. Picks up a couple.
Bull running by Bradford. That's what he's good at. When you weigh 235 pounds and almost 6'2", and you get the ball in a flip, you're going to run over some people and make them establish yardage, which he just proved.
And again, you are very right in assuming that this team is going to establish the run, because that'll also open up the passing game on down the road.
Exactly. You get them looking for the run, and it'll open up your great wide receivers, which this team does have plenty of.
Second down and 3. Gruden has a wide open Tracy Perkins, but Perkins cannot hold on.
The one thing I've noticed about this arena, unlike the Suncoast Dome in Tampa, the fans are a little bit closer, and you're going to see a lot more balls going to the stands.
And here are the men protecting Jay Gruden. And it will be facing a defense that leads arena ball in sacks.
And Tom Gizzi and Reed Bennett and Pat Perduto, they're the guys that do the job for Gruden up front.
Once again, whistles very quickly. Let's see if it's that same linebacker situation. And Reddick is really upset. That may be the case.
Linebackers in a neutral zone. Number 44, Detroit.
I believe that's a second call on Reddick.
Boy, that is Tim Markham. He is not a happy man. You can see the defense here for Detroit. Detroit loves to play hard-nosed defense. And again, you know that Dwayne Dixon.
And don't think that's a misprint. Dwayne Dixon is a heck of a linebacker in this arena football league.
And we have yet another whistle. John Rolick came busting over the line. He nails Tom Gizzy. Rolick claims that Gizzy was moving.
Have encroachment on a defense.
So 3 consecutive penalties. And you can see Markham saying, that's 3. It looked to me that Gizzy was standing still.
This might be the first touchdown drive, all caused by penalties.
3 3-yard penalties. Gets Tampa Bay a first down in midfield. Heavy rush. Gruden gets it away. He gets it complete to Zeno. Is there a flag for a late hit? Nothing there. And very little gain on the play.
Great outside pressure from the right defensive end by John Corker. Here's the catch by Zeno. He's obviously down on the ground, but he needs to be touched. That could very easily be called spearing with a helmet.
Zeno gained maybe the length of the football. Second down and 9.5 yards to go. Zeno's in motion. Quick pass to Zeno. Wide open. He's at the 20. Cuts inside across the 15. Down to very close to the 12-yard line. That is good for a first down.
Beautiful job by Zeno. Let me tell you something about Mark Zeno. This guy is a great player. 6'3", 204 pounds, an All-American from Tulane University. Beautiful inside move. Nobody's tackling. Maybe they're sitting back on their heels a little bit, this Detroit team.
First and 10 from the 13. The pitch once again. This is Tracy Perkins. Almost had an opportunity to cut back, but he tripped over his own man, that big lineman there, Robert Smith. And he gets very little, if anything at all, maybe a yard. This sets up second down and long.
Plus, when Tampa Bay starts to run to their left, number 88 you'll see a lot of tonight, John Corker, the All-American from Oklahoma State University and from the state of Florida. Great high school player.
Also played quite a bit in the USFL.
Yes, he did, on a Michigan team that was that won it all for Michigan.
Second down 9. Gruden, good protection. Looks over left side, finds a receiver, and Tate Randall just pastes him into the wall.
Great hit by Tate Randall here.
Now, if you're looking for an advertisement for Arena Ball, watch this. Look at this hit. That is Arena Ball.
I like to say, Al, you can run, but you cannot hide. It's not like you can tiptoe out of bounds and go hide behind the bench. There's nowhere to hide.
Third down. And 5 yards to go. Gruden looking to the end zone. Knocked away. Beautiful defensive play by Gary Mullen.
Gary Mullen's timed that absolutely perfect. That's how a defensive back has got to play to be successful.
Mullen had him step for step. Gruden is going for the corner.
Great inside pressure right there by Alvin Reddick. Great defensive play by a cornerback.
He was trying to hit Zeno, so Paul Hickert will come in to try the field goal. Mark it at the 15 with the 8 yards to the end zone. This will be a 23-yard attempt. Good spot. The kick is up, and it's good. So the Tampa Bay Storm strikes first here in Detroit with a 23-yard field goal by Paul Hickert, and the Storm leads it by a score of 3-0. Between Jay Gruden and Mark Zeno, and then Paul Hickert nails the 23-yard field goal, and there's your lead. Back to receive for Detroit, Gary Mullen, who made that big defensive play earlier, and a dangerous guy, George LaFrance, who's the best in the league at returning kicks, and LaFrance will take it deep in the end zone. He has some speed. He had some blocking momentarily, bounces away, and he's pulled down by Lynn Bradford. And you want a dangerous guy, George LaFrance. He averages 21 yards every time he returns the football.
And the one thing he does get up front is great dedication by his blockers, and that makes a difference. That's the reason he can make the great returns.
LaFrance is also the second leading receiver in the league. Again, the quarterback, Art Schleister, the former Ohio State star that went on to the NFL with the Colts, had some problems with gambling. He has turned his life around. He's now a superstar in Arena Ball. Fumbles the snap, passes quickly, it's incomplete, looking for LaFrance, and again, because he fumbled the snap, timing of the play was all off.
It was, and that's a good start, because at least you know Schleister is looking up front. He's looking up front from the pass rush, and Tampa Bay in the past has been a little weak at that. Maybe they've geared it up a notch or two.
Remember, they have a new addition there in Robert Smith. This guy's huge.
He is
6'7", 270 pounds.
Big guy from Grambling. I'll tell you what, he's intimidating just to look at.
You have trouble just getting him in the building. Dixon in motion. Schleister back to pass again, under pressure. He's going deep, looking for Dixon. He goes headstrong right into the wall. He's very slow at getting up. And the former Florida Gator says, I should be back to coaching with Steve Spurrier. That's a tough one.
He will be right after this season's over with, I guarantee you.
Here's a look at the defense for the Tampa Bay Storm. They call this their Thunder defense. Thomas, Perkins, Zeno, Willis and company, Gizzy, Bennett, and Smith up front.
They've rearranged that front line with the acquisition of Robert Smith, so Gizzy is moved out to defensive end, and they put the big guy. Well, they flip them around a little bit, and I like that. Mix it up and never let the offense know exactly what you're doing.
3rd and long now for Detroit. Schleister 0 for 2 so far in the passing department. Great protection, lots of deep, and there's nothing there. Gary Mullen claims that he was held, and the official says no. So excellent defense by Tampa Bay. Remember, we heard so much about the Detroit defense coming in.
Right. It's a good job of just hanging with your receivers. Schleister had some time, and what they wanted here was a curl and go situation, knowing he was going to get some good protection and maybe get the long ball early.
There is no punting in arena ball, so Novo Bojovic will now attempt what appears to be a 48-yard field goal. Make that 48 plus 8, so that's 56. The kick is up. The kick is off the screen. Nearly nailed it. Crawford on the return. Gets it out over the 5-yard line to the 7-yard line.
That might not look like a good return on TV, but I guarantee you he was lucky to get out of the end zone and get it up 7 yards upfield to where the offense can operate from.
So Jay Gruden will take over the chores again for the offense. He led this team down to a 23-yard field goal the first time around. 3 for 5 in the passing department. Hit 3 in a row at one time. Look for Tampa Bay for the Storm to try to establish that running game. Again, having trouble with the snap. Gruden barely gets it out of the end zone before he's tackled, and we have a flag down. John Corker on the tackle.
I think you're going to see Alvin Reddick with a holding call late.
Oh, Reddick is going nuts. Reddick is going nuts. You hit that right.
44 here. You can see him in the corner of your picture on the right-hand side. It's a very late call. Matter of fact, they had a kill.
Now that is Reddick that you're hearing yelling. Alvin Reddick. He has already been called on 2 encroachment penalties.
See what happened. What they're discussing right here is the fact that he was sacked before the infraction. But yet they see it another way, and you see Reddick highly upset.
And illegal defense, number 44 Detroit. First down, 44.
Let's take another look. Again, Gruden having trouble with the snap. You can see Corker coming right at him. And it looked like the hold came away from the action. So the Storm takes it first down and 10 from the 14. Gruden under pressure again, going deep. He's got Thomas. Thomas, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I tell you what, when you have those kind of problems on the sideline between the coach and the player, then throw it up. Throw it up on the big play and shut everybody up in his house, and that's what they've done.
Look at Gruden, straight back to pass from his own 14-yard line, going deep. And this is a great catch by Thomas. He hangs with it, and he gets a quick 6 points for Tampa Bay. The point after by Paul Hickert is good, and the Tampa Bay Storm jumps out to a 10-0 lead over the Detroit Drive. Delta Airlines is the official carrier of the Tampa Bay Storm. Delta led the industry in passenger satisfaction in 1990 for the 17th consecutive year. According to the latest U.S. Department of Transportation Air Travel Consumer Reports, for each year since 1974, Delta has received the fewest number of passenger complaints of the major airlines per 100,000 passengers flown. Delta offers more than 2,500 flights daily with a total fleet of 464 jet aircraft, the youngest fleet of any of the 8 largest U.S. carriers. Delta's expanding route system includes more than 185 cities in 45 states and 15 foreign countries. Delta, we love to fly, and it shows. So Tim Markham, a very unhappy camper there. His defense has been dinged with what, 4 penalties so far tonight. All 4 has cost his ball club. And then Jay Gruden goes deep. He hits Steve Thomas there on that long touchdown pass, and the Storm leads by a score of 10-0.
Great call by Fran Kersey. A lot of bickering going on the sideline with Tim Markham and some of his players. So what better way to hush the crowd than throw it up? And Fran Kersey made a great call. Jay Gruden made a great throw.
So Paul Hickert will kick off. He's 2 for 2 now in the point after department. And then, believe me, when you're taking on Detroit here, you need every point you can get. He'll be kicking deep to LaFrance.
You see why they had to kick it in the corner, because of the scoreboard in the middle of the field.
LaFrance has some blocking. LaFrance at the 10. He could get around the corner. He's taken into the boards. And Andre Bowden, the man that had the big game 1 week ago running the football, takes him out of bounds. Let's take a look now at this score, Scott. This is a gorgeous catch. Once again by Thomas. He catches the ball inside the 10 and then just plain stays with it.
He never gives up, and that's the main thing. The defender trying to strip the ball away, but no success. Stevie Thomas has a great concentration on the ball.
36 yards on the touchdown. 10-0 Tampa Bay. First down and 10 now from the 16 for Detroit. Quick pattern over there on the left-hand side, and Mullen started to run before he had the football.
Mullen and Willis, both number 1s out there. I'm afraid my boy Gary Mullins might have heard some footsteps on that particular play.
Good to see Willis back. He has been out since the second game of the season with a knee injury. But get this, Art Schleister, who came in, rated the number 1 passer in arena ball, is 0 for 4 tonight. Second down, a very long. Second down and 10 now for the drive at its own 16. That's Dixon in motion. Schleister to the air again, under pressure. He's going deep. Intercepted into the hands of Gary Mullen for the score.
Terrible throw by Schleister. Should have easily been picked off by Darren Willis. He had it dead to right. It catapulted off of him right into Gary Mullen's hands.
So it's a case of anything you can do, I can do better. It looks like Willis has it right there. And Mullen, who dropped one only moments ago, gets some justice. The point after by Bojovic is good. So all of a sudden, Detroit has an answer. The drive now down by 3. We'll have more from the Joe Louis Arena. 4:48 left to go in the first right after this. Had a 10-point lead, and watch what happens right here. Schleister going deep. And it looks like Willis has his ball picked off. Right into the hands of Gary Mullen.
But you know, Mullins never gave up on the ball. He thought it would be picked off. He was going back to actually make the tackle. But then he looked up and the ball was a gift right in his hands.
Art Schleister says that, guys, that's the way it was drawn up. Don't worry, I didn't mean to throw the interception at all. That's the way it's drawn up, Coach. So the Storm still has the lead, but now it's got the 3 at 10-7. Still, it has to be good feeling here for the Tampa Bay Storm to come out and get an early lead on the road.
Get an established lead early. Had a 10-point lead. A lucky play there by the drive, and they're back in it. So, I tell you what, you see some unbelievable changes in this game.
Bojovic getting ready to kick off. By the way, Schleister is only 1 for 5. That one completion is the touchdown. Bojovic with a line drive. Brad Caleb takes it off the screen. Caleb at the 10, and he's muscled under there by a host of drive tacklers, leading the way. Former Gator Dwayne Dixon.
Dwayne Dixon. Whenever you can get the ball out past the 10-yard line, that is a great starting position for your quarterback and your offense.
So the drive starts, the Tampa Bay Storm starts out first down and 10 at its own 12-yard line. 3-point lead, 4:30 left to go here in the first period. Tampa Bay Storm football on Sports Channel. Gruden, quick pass, right side, finds his receiver, that's Jeff Mays, gets over the 20-yard line, and he's a yard shy of the first down. Here's a look at the scoring summary so far for Detroit. Again, that 34-yard touchdown pass. Schleister through Willis to Mullen, 34 yards, 3 plays for those 34 yards.
That was a gift.
Willis ought to get an assist on that. Second down and 2. The whistle once again.
Could it be a third call in the neutral zone?
It looks like it's against Detroit.
Linebacker, Detroit in the neutral zone.
Now remember, you're talking about a team that has won 3 Arena Bowl championships. This is a team that knows this game inside and out, and 4 times tonight they've been hit with this call.
And it's not like they're being quick to get offsides. They're actually lining up offsides.
Tim Markham has given it to the officials. So that's good enough for a first down. Quick pass, Mays once again. He's at the 15-yard line, and that should be good for a first down.
Tremendous job by Jeff Mays. Mays ran the receiver, or ran the defender off, and then stopped, hooked up, beautiful timing route, delivered perfectly by Jay Gruden.
Gruden so far 5 of 7, has a touchdown pass. And Fran Kersey has to be happy with his offense so far. Has a 23-yard field goal and a 36-yard touchdown. The handoff to Bowden. He busts his way up the middle. Doesn't get a whole lot. Gets a couple of yards.
You can
That's
tell.
up 2nd and 7.
You can tell the drive looked at a lot of the film on Bowden last week where he ate them up with the ground running the football. So you can bet that they're geared to stop that inside running game, which they could not stop last week.
Yeah, if you're Andre Bowden, you have to be living on cloud 9, because here's a guy that's been a lineman or a tight end his whole life. He says, give me the football, I'll come through, and he certainly does.
And he's not a joker either. He's a no-nonsense running back.
2nd down, 8. The pass is incomplete. They're saying that Brad Caleb trapped the ball. He tried to sell it. We have a penalty flag on the play. Let's see, did Caleb get the ball or was it a trap? Either way, it doesn't matter because the penalty is against Tampa Bay. That's hard to tell from that angle.
That's a short hop right there.
I have holding. Tampa Bay lost it down.
I think that was Carl Watts up there, the center, the big guy, number 55. Actually, he tapped himself on the head over to the sideline, let him know that that was him holding. I wouldn't do that if I was.
tapped someone else's.
I would too.
I tapped yours. 3rd down and long. Gruden drops back. He's under pressure. He's going to run. He's got it. He's got an alley. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Beautiful, beautiful job. Jay Gruden, who doesn't have the greatest speed in the world, but when you lose containment, you got the sideline to run with.
A 17-yard run for Jay Gruden, who literally had to tiptoe down that sideline because there wasn't a whole lot of room there. He dropped back very deeply.
Alvin Reddick
to his right side.
There you see him dive for him. He's the guy that should contain Gruden. But he lost contain, was able to get in for the touchdown.
While we're away, the point after was blocked. And so the Tampa Bay Storm will keep the lead at 16-7. Still, either way, Scot Brantley, Frank Kersey has to like the way his offense has come through against the #1 defense in Arena Bowl.
Exactly. I tell you what, whenever you lose containment, I don't care how fast or how slow a quarterback is, when you lose containment in this particular game, you've got trouble on your hand, which was just proven with Jay Gruden.
Let's take another look at that Gruden run. Beautiful job of ad-libbing. Now watch, he has very little room on the right side, but once he gets around Reddick, he's got a lane.
Exactly, there he goes. Nobody left outside. He wanted to deliver the ball on time when he set. The guy wasn't open, so he's continuing to scramble outside.
Here's a look at Hicker's kickoff. Once again, the dangerous man, LaFrance. He's at the 15, and he's caught down. The original man to trip him up was the kicker, Paul Hickert, and he saved the day from a long touchdown run.
I hope we look at this again, because you do not teach this. This is a God-given gift to be able to do something like this, to see it and to feel it and to make it happen. George LaFrance right there.
Ronald Crawford also helped out on the tackle, but it was Paul Hickert that originally tripped him up and saved the day. 16-7, Storm with the lead. 1:18 left to go here in the opening period. Detroit with the ball at its own 22-yard line. Schleister to the air again. Deep again. LaFrance nearly picked off by Roland Crawford. And once again, Tampa Bay had a pass right there that it should have picked off. Let's take a look now at the scoring summary on that last touchdown run. Gruden now officially called an 18-yard run. 4 plays, they go to 38 yards to get the score.
Surprisingly enough, on that last pass route, that was a one-man route, totally. Everybody else just kind of came to the line of scrimmage and stopped, isolate the one receiver with the one defensive back, and they came up short.
35 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Storm up, 16-7. Second down, 10 from the 22. Same type of pattern going deep again. Schleister, and once again, incomplete. So far, Schleister tonight is only 1 of 7.
I tell you, the receivers for the Detroit Drive, and I know they've got good ones, but they're not just pushing off the line of scrimmage. They're not getting it done right here at this early start in the game. The defensive back is sitting back, making it happen for the Tampa Bay Storm.
So the Tampa Bay Storm, after one period of play, comes to Detroit, tough place to play, and leads Detroit by a score of 16-7. We'll have the rest of the first half live from Joe Louis Arena in a moment. Storm owner Bob Grease, and it was interesting watching him during the break. This poor guy is like an expectant father, very nervous right now. He said coming into this game, quote, "I feel like David taking on Goliath as far as Tampa Bay taking on Detroit." But, you know, you really can't measure the heart. I've never seen a team with more heart, more willing to lay it on the line than our players. And he brought his family here.
His family's been involved with professional football since 1936, originally the Cleveland Rams, so he knows a little bit about the game.
Schleister going deep again, looking for the corner, and it is complete. Dwayne Dixon, what a catch. No, now they're saying incomplete. Let's take a look at this. I don't know how Dixon had come up with the football. Let's take a look. Schleister going for the corner.
Ooh, that is tight.
Well, they're saying that it must have hit the floor, because if it had hit the boards and he had still caught it, that still would have been a complete pass. So Bojovic now trying a very long field goal. Bad snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. So Novo Bojovic with a 43-yard field goal. And the drive cuts it to 6 by a score of 16-10. Here very early in period number 2. We'll have the rest of the first half in a moment. Quickly already has a long touchdown pass from 34 yards. Art Schleister on the deflection to the receiver for the score. And then Novo Bojovic here very early in the second period kicks a long field goal, 43 yards, and the drive now trails by 6. So kicking off, Bojovic again. This is a line drive. That's a live football off the screen. Crawford takes it, nearly gets hit once. Now tries to ad-lib, and he's brought down immediately by Reddick. Alvin Reddick, the man that has been very upset throughout this ball game because of calls against him as far as lining up in the neutral zone, comes up with a big play on special teams.
But watch this, Al. The guy that really makes this play happen is no other than number 89, Dwayne Dixon. Watch him come in here and take the first shot. That's what you have to do. Take the first shot, make him do something, and then you'll see Reddick come in and make the sure tackle.
So tough field position for Jake Gruden at the 2-yard line. Quick pass over the left side at Perkins. He gets out very close to the 10-yard line, so good gain on first down. And he'll give Gruden a little bit of room there with which to work.
Get it out there and make the receiver make something happen, and that's what they were trying to do there. They got it upfield to the 9-yard line.
Gruden so far 6 of 8 in the passing department with the touchdown pass. He also has that long touchdown run of 18 yards. Second down and 3 from the 9-yard line. The pitch. Bradford gets brought down immediately, and there's that man Reddick once again.
Reddick from Rice University, 5'11", 215 pounds, a great running back, but he has learned this position and has become a great linebacker also.
What's interesting is that Lynn Bradford played behind Reddick here in Detroit, and Bob Grease wanted to trade for Bradford, did so, and you can see what's happened to Bradford. Here's a look at the scoring summary right now for the drive on that long field goal. Quick pass coming back. That is Zeno at the 15-yard line, and that is good for a first down.
Zeno comes up limping just a little bit. He was tackled lower around the knee area, and hopefully he'll be okay, because that is a very valuable commodity to this football team.
Especially with Anthony Howard out with a broken thumb. He led Arena Ball through the first 3 games in receiving. First down, handoff. Bradford rams his way forward and very little. And once again, Dwayne Dixon, the Florida Gator, coming up big to make the tackle.
I wish we could see that replay, because if you could watch Robert Smith, number 80, come down on a down block and wipes out the entire defensive line of the Detroit Drive. A tremendous blocker, a guy that's learning to play offensive tackle a little bit and doing a heck of a job up front for again Tampa Bay Storm.
Smith is 6'7", 270 pounds. What does he play? Anything he wants. Second and long. Gruden, deep drop. Throws the pass, and it's a bouncer. Goes into the stands, incomplete.
Gruden stepped into the pocket, had a guy wide open down the field. I believe that was Tracy Perkins, but he was unable to get the ball off properly. You know, I said earlier about Bob Grease's family being a member and an owner since 1936 of the Cleveland Rams. Well, they were the Cleveland Rams and later became the Cleveland Browns. Let me verify that.
I believe you, big guy. I'm not going to argue with you. Besides, over there, Bob Grease is so nervous about this football game. It could be the Rams. It could be the Packers. He wouldn't care at this point. Gruden, again, under fire. Throws the opposite way. Finds his man Perkins. He takes it out of bounds. He's knocked into the boards, and it's complete.
Beautiful job by Jay Gruden. That is one of the no-nos of football right here, where you're rolling out one way and throw all the way across your body, all the way to the other side of the field, and complete the pass. But you can do that in arena football because you've only got so many defenders out there.
That is good for 18 yards and a first down. That's called pulling a rabbit out of a hat, coming out of nowhere to come up with that first down. First and 10 now from the 17. Gruden again on the quick pass to Perkins. They've been living on that all day, especially on first down. And that gives Gruden something to work with. He's moving the chains down the field with that quick pass.
Right, and you know what that does? A little short possession pass like that, it creates the rest of the team to get a little bit of breather before you open it back up and go for the end zone or go deep.
Jim Markham, he's a man that is 20-6 in arena ball here in Detroit.
A guy that likes to move around a lot. I'll tell you what, he was down with Spurrier last year at University of Florida.
Second down and 6. The quick handoff. No, it's a fumble football. Let's see who's got it. Detroit has it. Alvin Reddick picks up the loose football. Gruden was hit by Bradford on the fake. Ball went down, and Reddick is right there to recover.
This is the one time they should have gave the ball to Lynn Bradford. He would have been in the end zone. I don't think it was Bradford's fault as much as it was Jay Gruden's
Yeah, it
fault.
looked like Gruden just simply dropped the football.
Lost it off a thigh pad.
So if you're Frank Kersey, you have a few more gray hairs and have to be frustrated because his football team is moving the football once again. Could have added to the 6-point lead, but instead turns the football over. And Detroit now has excellent field position at the 21. Schleister on the crossing pattern. He finds George LaFrance. He takes it out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
LaFrance did a great job. And the guy that set the play up, once again, Dwayne Dixon from the University of Florida, he ran the perfect pick pattern. And I tell you what, I think that this game ought to be totally based upon picks because you could pick every play and have a great completion.
Almost like basketball out there.
Exactly.
Picks and
Totally
rolls.
set to the offense. The defense is at a total disadvantage in this game.
Quit crying.
Totally.
Second down and 1 from the 20. The pitch. Reddick tries to get around the corner. And he does and gets the first down. Reed Bennett nearly brought him down behind the line of scrimmage. Couldn't do it. And Reddick was able to squirt free and get the first down.
Great effort by Reed Bennett, but I tell you what, these guys going both ways. The bigger you are, the more effect you feel on your body, and you can tell Reed Bennett's a little bit tired right now.
First and 10 from the 16. The drive looking to tie up the football game. 8:25 left to go before halftime. Schleister, the quick pitch. He's got Reddick. Reddick takes it down to the 10-yard line. Had a little bit of help there from his lineman, Ted Hennings, who was kind of pushing him forward.
This is the old shovel pass. It's a little razzle-dazzle, little underhand flip there. Let everybody clear. Flip it to Reddick and make him make the things happen, which he tries to do. Gets it upfield in good positive position.
Also, if you're a quarterback, this also slows down that rush a little bit because Tampa Bay sent 2 men right at Schleister. He was able to pitch it off between those 2 men in the good game.
Exactly, but you got the spy guy. Remember the guy in the middle, the linebacker that's spying on that fullback. He should have been there right when the pitch was made.
2nd down and 4 from the 10-yard line. Schleister looking right over the middle. And Steve Spurrier doesn't want to look at that play.
You can bet
all
those receivers back at U of F are going to have something to say to Dwayne Dixon about not looking the ball in.
Stone fingers on that play. Well, you see, Dixon can say, hey, I'm a defensive standout.
Yeah,
that's why I'm on the other side of the football.
He's been an Ironman winner in this league in 1988, so that's where he gets his toughness from. A kid from Alachua, Florida, right above Gainesville, and a great competitor.
3rd down and 4 from the 10-yard line. Can the Storm defense hold right here? And Art Schleister wants to go to the sidelines and talk things over. So the Tampa Bay Storm has a 6-point lead. 6:58 left to go before halftime. We'll have more live from Detroit in a moment. Has been granted to Sports Channel Florida by the Tampa Bay Storm solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this program without the express written consent of Sports Channel Florida is prohibited. Art Schleister right back to pass again, this time on 3rd down. Over the middle, he finds Dixon for the touchdown.
Now, that's the receiver I do remember at the University of Florida. It wasn't like the last play, I believe it. That won't happen to that guy twice in a row.
After dropping one he should have had, he catches one he probably should not have had. Schleister coming right at you.
And Dwayne Dixon is no longer a spring chicken, so this is an older man getting up like that, making a great play.
Beautiful job of getting the fingers on the ball and getting the feet down. Touchdown. It's tied at 16, and for the first time tonight, Detroit can take the lead. Bad snap. They get it down, and it's no good. So the Storm is able to at least keep a tie here in Detroit. It's all tied at 16, and Tim Markham has to be happy with the way that his team has battled back and scored on some very quick situations here, on the long pass that went off a defender for a score, a long field goal, and then that beautiful touchdown catch by Dixon.
Beautiful touchdown catch by Dixon. Art Schleister is finally getting the feel a little bit. I think after the first couple series, he didn't look comfortable or probably feel comfortable, but I guarantee you he'll be back very early in this game.
Well, we have him unofficially only 4 of 11 in the passing department.
But two touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, yes. And he came into the game the #1 rated passer in Arena Bowl.
But you know you can make up numbers real quick in this particular game like this. There you see him. He's telling them on the sideline exactly what to do and how to do it. He's talking to a pretty good player right there, George LaFrance.
So Nova Biovic trying to get the ball on the tee. Things are getting so loud here and causing all kinds of vibrations. Maybe that's having him have some trouble there with the football. He'll be kicking off to Brad Caleb. Biovic again, the line drive. The bounce, Caleb takes it. He's at the 10, the 15, gets up over the 15 to the 19-yard line before he's brought down. So good field position for Tampa Bay.
Good field position, good position blocking, and realistically, that's all you have to do in order to get a good return is get good position on your man in front of you.
So the Storm takes over at the 19-yard line. And we have a new quarterback for the Tampa Bay Storm, Chip Ferguson, who came off the bench last week and had a big ball game and brought Tampa Bay from behind to beat Albany. The pitch, Caleb, kind of an end around. He gets over the 20-yard line. Not much there.
Flynn Fleming, the right defensive end for the drive, did a tremendous job making a good tackle right there and keeping the long gainer.
You see the summary there with Dixon on the 10-yard pass. Unfortunately, I only saved 10 yards in the box score. Unfortunately, you don't get style points because that'd be a perfect 10 on that catch.
It would be. Andre Bowden's in there at fullback also as a change for Landon Bradford.
Second down 9 from the 20-yard line for the Tampa Bay Storm. Ferguson has trouble with the football, and Detroit has recovered.
Clint Fleming, great defensive end pass rush from the right outside, just stayed with it and made the recovery.
So the crowd here in Detroit getting into this ball game, and that's simply a situation where it looked like Ferguson lost the football. Looked like the staff was fine.
I tell you what, Carl Watts is in there, and of course when you got Gizzy and Watts in there platooning, you're going to have a different snap from each one of them. That's something they have to work very hard on during the week.
So 2 fumbles have really hurt the Tampa Bay Storm, a team that at one time led 16-7. We have flags down. It may be against Tampa Bay. Let's see.
Defense, linebacker in the neutral zone.
So both teams have now been hit with that penalty. And you want great field position, try this. First down, goal to go from the 5-yard line.
You know, when you get that in the neutral zone, that's a guy trying to get as much as he can to get the start on that center. And I'm sure it was probably Carl Watts right there, eased up a little bit too much and was offside.
4:28 left to go before halftime. Things are all tied at 16, but the drive wants more. First down from the 5. Fumble football again. Tampa Bay has recovered the football. Jeff Mays still running with it. He's down at the 15-yard line. So how many times have we seen that this season? The Storm looks like it's ready to give up the go-ahead score, but has come up with a big turnover. Schleister simply turned around too quickly. Didn't have control of the football.
Ooh, Jeff Mays wishes he had that play over again, or he'd have been in the end zone, the backup.
That is only the second fumble.
Look at 89 there. Can't just get a handle on it. He just falls on it, which is smart. Put up, just get the possession of the ball and let the offense take over.
Art Schleister very upset. That's only the second turnover or second fumble this season for Detroit. Ferguson going deep. There was contact down there, and they're saying there is no interference.
If that's not pass interference, there never has been.
Look at Frank Kersey.
That is a joke.
He says at Kentucky, at Miami, at Tampa, that was pass interference.
But then again, he could have gone out of bounds on his own. I mean, that's in defense of the officials. That'd be the only reason why they wouldn't be calling pass interference there.
Second down and long. Ferguson under heat, gets nailed. John Corker, that's his second sack tonight. He now has 6 on the season. And this is a football team that leads arena ball in sacks, now with 18 on the season.
The left tackle, Pat Perduto, tried to cut his man, but the defensive end came right over top of him and made the sack. That's how you get a quarterback hurt right there. Big John Corker from Florida, who played college football at Oklahoma State University.
So the crowd's starting to get into this. The drive down early. Tampa Bay playing so well early on offensively has really sputtered here in the late going of the second period. 3rd and a mile. Flag down for Tampa Bay. Ferguson going deep, looking for Mays, incomplete, but again, we'll bring it back with the flag.
Gary Mullins knew that play was coming, the cornerback, I guarantee you. And there's not many people in this league that will just foot for foot outrun that guy.
Defense, offside.
Little voice infraction there by Chip, I guarantee you. And they does a good job. You watch the head move. Both defensive ends move. Both guys are offside. Good, smart heads-up play by Chip Ferguson.
So they bring the ball up to the 11-yard line, but the Storm still has to go 17 yards to get a first down. Third down and 17.
Andre Bowden's in there at fullback. Had the big week last week. Hadn't touched the ball very much tonight. They're keying on him, I guarantee you. So it should open up more passing for the Tampa Bay Storm.
He had a 21-yard run last week.
It was a ramble. It wasn't a run, it was a ramble.
That's like a runaway freight truck. From the 11. Ferguson hangs in there, going deep, looking for Caleb. Again, contact. but they're saying nothing wrong.
Tate Randall on the coverage there. Had good position. I think the ball was just overthrown a little bit for Caleb. So no flag. There is a flag down back.
Holding penalty back at the line of scrimmage against Tampa Bay. Ferguson has been under heat ever since he's come into the ball game.
Corker, number 88, has been complaining almost every play.
Holding Tampa Bay. Lost it down. 4th down.
So Paul Hickert comes on. He will try a field goal. They'll mark it right at the goal line. This will be a 58-yard attempt.
This is the kind you can block very easily.
And it looked like it may have been partially blocked. Mullins takes it at the 10-yard line. He has some room. And then all of a sudden it closes in a hurry. And Dan Tarabrella nails him.
Tarabrella makes a good tackle downfield. The ball is outside the 15-yard. I think he just missed the ball, to tell you the truth. I really feel Paul Hickert just missed the ball.
So coming up next week, the Tampa Bay Storm has another key ball game, this time in the Florida Suncoast Dome, taking on the Denver Dynamite. Now, this sets up a very interesting situation because Denver is now 4-2. Tampa Bay looking for a win tonight would then be 5-1, but still has to take on the likes of Denver. Denver, a fine football team.
Hey, WYNF's going to be there, 95. They'll be there, Ron and Ron. They're going to do a pregame party. Plus, you've got the photo night where you can actually come out and see the players, see the cheerleaders, have your pictures made with them, meet everybody. Festive night in Tampa Bay.
Also understand you can get your pictures taken with the Hooter girls.
Yeah, I believe there'll be a few girls there with them. But Ron and Ron, even, I don't know who would want to get their pictures made with those ugly guys, but they'll be there to have some pictures made with some girls that think they're good looking.
Art Schleister over on the sideline talking with Tim Markham. Schleister has brought his ball club back to a 16-16 tie. 1:29 left to go before halftime.
You know, talking with Art before the game, he's really got a great attitude about this league and what he has been able to do and turning his life around, like you said, getting away from the gambling and really wanting to kind of come back into the NFL, you heard him say. So you never know. I'll tell you what, if he keeps up the numbers he's doing so far this year, he might be able to ease back in there as a backup role in the NFL.
Well, with quarterbacking at a premium in the NFL, and especially the World League of American Football, everybody's looking for a quarterback.
But he's not going to have this much fun, I guarantee you that.
That's true. First down from the 17. Schleister under pressure. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. That's Reed Bennett on the tackle.
Big Reed. Stay with it, Reed, and good things will happen. I guarantee he's a little tired right now playing offensive tackle and defensive end. He kept the pressure on. He never gave up and made the sack.
So now we have the 1 minute warning. Again, in arena football, you don't have a 2-minute warning. You have a 1 minute warning.
John Fonz down there will get his troops gathered up for the last minute of the game. And it's important here not to give up any points at all. There you see Tim Markham over there with his quarterback, Art Schleister. He's trying to get any points on the board. So you got a little thing working here. John Fonz against Tim Markham, the head coach, the offensive. I think he actually runs the offense for this particular team, even though he is the head coach. Art Schleister's been around long enough to know what he needs to do in this particular situation. Get it down, get some points on the board. Preferably a touchdown, but if you have to settle for a field goal, then get it.
Again, the Storm jumped out to a 3-0 lead on a Paul Hickert field goal, 23 yards, and then immediately came back on a 35-yard touchdown pass to Steve Thomas. But Detroit has come busting back to tie it at 16. Schleister pumps once, going deep. Nobody home.
That was he saw good coverage, good play by Art Schleister. He saw the good coverage there deep by Perkins and the guys, playing it, not giving up the home run, just throw it away.
Meanwhile, remember Corker?
Yeah.
Made all those big sacks and all the pressure.
He's ready for halftime, I promise.
That is the thing about this game. You have to be in condition because you're playing every play, offense and defense.
And special teams.
Special teams.
You got it all right there, buddy.
Coming out for a breather.
You can see it on his face.
3rd down and 15. Storm doesn't want to give up anything long here. 54 seconds left in the first half. Schleister going over the middle. Is it intercepted? No, it's picked off by the fan. And so for a second time tonight, Darren Willis had the ball right there in his hand.
Darren
Can't hold on.
If he caught every ball that was hit him in the chest or hand, he'd probably be leading the league.
Beautiful job of cutting in front of the wide receiver. And let's give that guy a hand. There's some hands. Tried now a 53-yard field goal. Bojovic with 46 seconds left to go before halftime. This hits the scoreboard. And this is a break for Tampa Bay because where the ball comes down is where Tampa Bay will get the football. So that means the 20, well, they'll mark it at midfield. Either way, that is excellent field position for Tampa Bay.
Do they mark it from where it hits the scoreboard or where it hits the scoreboard and then the field? So I guess it's where it hits the scoreboard.
Where it hits the scoreboard.
Interesting, right here in arena football. At least they have a chance to put some points on the board.
Every arena is different.
Look at this here.
Look at this. Well, we know he had plenty of height.
Right by the Red Wing.
When you have the scoreboard right smack in the middle of the arena, it's tough on kickers. First down from there. Gruden back in the ball game. Hits a wide open Perkins. He's at the 5-yard line and he's pulled down. Big pass play by Tampa Bay, and immediately the Storm calls a timeout.
Beautiful. There was definitely a mix-up right there with the Detroit Drive secondary because Ferguson was wide open. That's something that's not supposed to happen when you're playing defense this late in the half.
Gruden, and look at Perkins.
Miscommunication by the defense.
The Storm comes right back, gets it inside the 5-yard line. That's Bradford. He's pulled down.
Fight.
Now with 16 seconds left to go before halftime. If you're Tampa Bay, you want to put the ball in the end zone.
Definitely. They need 6 points here and kick the field goal, go out of here with 7. It'd be perfect. But right now, this is locked at 16 apiece. Tampa needs a touchdown.
Frank Kersey talking to his quarterback, Jay Gruden.
I think a little rollout, fake the run, and then just kind of flip it in the end zone. Somebody coming back, preferably a guy like Mark Zeno, run them off and come back to the goal line, make the catch just inside their touchdown. Then we go into halftime up.
Well, you've got that now. You were a defensive starter, and here you're ready to be an offensive coordinator, calling all these plays up here.
Well, you got to go with the Tampa team now. Come on now.
Gotcha. No, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with the way you're able to analyze this offense here. By the way, coming up at halftime, one of Scott's buddies. Speaking of defense, Leroy Selman, you're going to be talking to the former great Buccaneer, who's also a special assistant coach with the Tampa Bay Storm.
And they're very pleased with the time in which Leroy has given them as a coach, assistant coach for this team. He's done a tremendous job, and what an influence he has, not only on the players, but on the organization.
Second down and goal from the 5-yard line. 16 seconds. We're all tied at 16. That's Jeff Mays. The draw play. Bradford, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A little delayed draw to Bradford. Bradford actually got the ball and just read it. Let the defense pick a hole, pick a side, and then he pick his way to the end zone. Beautiful call by Frank Kersey.
Obviously, Detroit was looking for that pass to Zeno that you were talking about.
Exactly right.
Beautiful job of letting the defense commit itself. And Bradford, again, a former drive player, gets the touchdown. Point after try by Hickert is good. And the Tampa Bay Storm does exactly what it wants to do. Gets good field position, bangs in a touchdown just before halftime, and takes a 7-point lead at 23-16. But still, plenty of time remaining for Detroit.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job. I guarantee you, the only thing they had on their mind about a minute ago was to prevent the drive from scoring. Here they get 7 points. A beautiful way to end the half. Go in halftime on a great, great note and come out throwing it the second half.
Here's what's interesting about this Tampa Bay ball club. Now, they're playing a Detroit team that has been devastating here at home. This Detroit team beat Orlando 56-27 in this building. They also beat New Orleans 45-22 in this building. Here coming up with 11 seconds left to go before halftime, the Storm has a 23-16 lead over what may be the best team in arena ball. Although Tampa Bay may argue with that. Paul Hickard on the kickoff. That goes through the end zone, and what a perfect way to keep George LaFrance out of the ball game. Just kick it through the end zone and don't allow him to touch the football.
A lot of power behind that kick. It wasn't pretty, but it was a line drive underneath the net to where it would not come off of it. Let them start deep in their territory at the 5-yard line.
Detroit takes over from there. Art Schleister trotting on the field.
Art's got that jog like he's ready to go in for halftime. I think that they'll just try to prevent a turnover here, maybe even run the ball and go in happy to be down by only a touchdown.
Bradford with the 4-yard run. That should actually be 25 yards on the scoring drive overall because we started at midfield. Schleister looking for the quick pass. Finds Mullen. They're saying incomplete, that he dropped the football at the 15. So they'll bring it back to the 5-yard line.
Possession type of pass, just looking to get the ball down the field to where you can get a little bit more room to operate in. Tell Markham over there on the sideline, concerned with his team right now.
7 seconds left to go here in the first half. 23-16, Tampa Bay up. Also, if you're Frank Kersey, you'd love to get a turnover here very quickly and maybe try a field goal and add to that lead. Schleister pumps once. He's going long. He's got a man, Mullen. Incomplete. Man, double coverage down there by Tampa Bay, and with that, that is the end of the first half.
Great recovery by Darren Willis, #1, to catch up with Gary Mullins, #1. He was wide open. What a recovery.
That is the beauty of arena ball, going deep there in the final play, and you had to hold your breath to see what happened. But the Tampa Bay Storm has a 7-point lead as we head into halftime. Coming up, we'll talk to the former Buccaneer great and current special coach of this Tampa Bay Storm team, Leroy Sullivan. It's all next on Sports Channel.
Detroit, Michigan. I'm Scot Brantley with special guest and former teammate with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Leroy Sullivan. Leroy, welcome. How are you?
Thanks, Scott. It's good to be here.
I tell you what, Leroy, looking back on all of our years in Tampa together, is always a pleasure to play with you. And just by talking with some of the players here with the Tampa Bay Storm, you helping out with the coaching staff has been a great benefit to them, and they've learned a lot from you, Leroy. So you're pretty proud about that.
Well, it's been a benefit to me also, Scott. I've really enjoyed working with the players, and it just kind of gets me back in a little bit closer to the game of football that I love so much and played for so many years. So I'm proud of the guys, the way they work hard. And, you know, with football, it's all desire. It's not so much what a coach can teach, but if you can find people that really want to work at it, they'll usually learn that on their own.
What did you first think when Bob Grease, the owner of the Tampa Bay Storm, contacted you with the possibility of doing some coaching? Were you excited, or did you not really know what to expect?
Well, I was really, excited that he would even consider me for possibly working with the coaching staff here with the Storm. And so I really appreciate him for doing that and thinking about me when he brought the team here into the Tampa Bay area. And it's been good working with him. He's a great guy who not only likes the sport of football, but he's concerned about the community as well. And I want to hit him out on that end also.
Yeah, and that is one of the things that you have done so well for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa, Florida, and the state of Florida. And I've always been proud enough to know you. We're old buddies, and we'll continue to be buddies for a long time. So Leroy, it's some of the crowds in which we've had in Tampa Bay have been tremendous, and I think they will continue to grow. And once people get out and see what this game's all about, that's the key, getting out and seeing what it's about, because once they do, they'll be back.
You're exactly right, Scott. It's a very entertaining, fast-paced type of game, and most people that I've talked to that came and saw a game, they say that they're going to come back and see some more of them. So if you have not came out, then I encourage you to come out and check it out. I think you will enjoy it. It's gladiator football is what I call it. You know, they bang into those walls, and it's a bit different than the type of football that we've normally seen.
The 50-yard war is what they call it in Tampa Bay, and that's what they call it across arena football. Well, appreciate you being our special guest here, Leroy. And right now we're going to go back and take a few breaks, but we'll be right back with you after these messages.
Tampa Bay, a 23-16 lead here at halftime. And with me, the owner of the Tampa Bay Storm, a gentleman that looks like the expected father. Now, here's a guy whose team is in the lead, and this is the first time he smiled tonight. Bob Grease. Bob, lighten up here. Your team's in the lead, but you know how tough this Detroit team is.
I know how tough they are. They've won 3 straight championships. This is a real important game for us, and we've got to just go out and play 30 minutes more of great football.
Now, your team, again, this is basically an expansion team. It's a new team. You bring it into Tampa Bay. You're off to a 4-1 start, and already you're taking on the likes of Detroit. How important is this ball game and your next ball games with Denver going to be for your ball club?
Well, they're important. It seems like every game has been a critical game this entire season to us. But we came in with only 3 players that had played in arena ball last year, much less than any other team in the league. And we've just gone out there and we got players with a lot of heart, and we've just gone out and done the job.
One thing that's interesting, if you haven't had a chance to see an arena ball game in the Florida Suncoast Dome, is the way that local fans, the Tampa Bay fans, have taken to this ball game. First time around looked like they were just kind of learning the game, and now after last week's game against Albany, they want to see some wins.
Well, I think you could see that. The first game they came to see the game, they'd heard about it. The second game was fun because we were winning and they got excited. But at the game last week, you could see that we became their team because we would not have won that game without the support of the fans that we had there.
Now, you've also had some fun promotions at home. You had a $15,000 giveaway one night. You had a suitcase night where you took a fan out to a vacation immediately after the ball game, and you have some other ideas for some of your other home games.
That's right. Arena football is about excitement and about fun, and that's what we've tried to make it. We've tried to combine each game with a fun promotion. This coming week, we have photo night, which I think is great because that involves everybody. Everybody can come on the field before the game, and they can take pictures of the players and the cheerleaders and the girls from Hooters and Leroy Selman and Ron from YNF and everybody. So we just want to get people involved and have a great time.
Okay, now I know your family has been heavily involved in the NFL for a long time. You won some titles there. Your family won some titles there with Cleveland. What's it mean to you to be involved in this now?
Well, I was very fortunate. I've grown up with professional football. The Cleveland Browns won a championship in '64, and I was very lucky because my father gave to me his 1964 championship ring. But our players want their own ring, and I want my own ring, and we're committed to winning a championship now.
This is a ring here of the Cleveland Browns after winning the 1964 championship. You're looking for a ring of your own here in arena football.
And we want to bring a championship to the fans of the Tampa Bay area as well.
And, of course, that means the Florida Suncoast Dome as well. Bob Grease, the owner of the Tampa Bay Storm, thank you very much. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, Al. Thank you very much.
The Tampa Bay Storm has a 7-point lead. We'll continue our halftime activities live from Detroit right after this. Back to Detroit, good crowd on hand where the Tampa Bay Storm looking to pull off a big upset here in the Motor City with the Storm leading by a score of 23-16. Hello again, everybody. I'm Al Keck along with Scot Brantley, and the Storm has to be happy with the way it's played on the road in a tough place to play.
I tell you what, it is a tough place to play. When you have this type of arena, everybody's sitting right on top of you. 2 great defenses, 2 great offenses. I kind of expected this kind of game.
And again, like you said, it may go right down to the final play. Let's take a look at the highlights so far in the first half. Again, the Storm came out with the Storm and scored very quickly. This is the first touchdown pass. Steve Thomas on a gorgeous catch here. This from Jay Gruden and a 10-0 lead. Then a bad break for Tampa Bay. Good defense here by Darren Willis, but watch what happens on the pass from Schleister. Schleister going deep. Darren Willis says, I've got this. No, I don't. It's Gary Mullins that has it. And Detroit cuts it to 10-7, but Gruden comes right back. This is a gorgeous run, Scott.
Yes, it is. Watch as he set the pass. The guy's in open. He scrambles. Reddick loses contain, scampers down the sideline. I don't care if you run 5-3. You get down the sideline. Big play, Jay Gruden.
And Detroit comes right back to tie it at 16. Schleister on a beautiful catch right here by Dwayne Dixon. This will actually tie it at 16, excuse me.
The University of Florida will be proud of that one, I promise you. Dwayne Dixon, great catch. He dropped one before, came back with a great catch.
But then just before halftime, it is Lynn Bradford on the draw play, and that gives Tampa Bay the lead at 23-16. So the Storm with the lead and looking to pull off the upset. What does it need to do here in the second half?
Maintain and sustain. That's the key. I think the fourth quarter, when you get down to the grind of it, you have to be able to play good defense. That's the key. John Fonce will have his defense ready, I'm sure, in the fourth quarter.
And we'll be back with the second half live from Detroit, where the Tampa Bay Storm has a 7-point lead, 23-16. We'll have more in a moment. Back to Joe Louis Arena here in Detroit, Michigan, where the Tampa Bay Storm has a 7-point lead. By the way, the Tampa Bay Storm Gridiron Club tickets are on sale right now. You can join that club that has taken Tampa Bay by storm. Gridiron Club spaces are still available for photo night, July 13th, as the Storm meets Denver, and luau night, August 2nd, as the Storm takes on New Orleans. Fun starts at 6 o'clock on game day with a pregame party hosted by the Storm and local celebs. Don't miss out. Tickets are on sale right now. Call 282-3066 and experience the Storm. Al Keck along with Scot Brantley. Let's take a look very quickly at the halftime stats. The Storm with the 7-point lead, looking to establish the run, and look at the situation there on first downs. That says it all right there, Scott.
Yes, it does. That's what you want to do, establish first down. And that's what they have done. Art Schleicher was cold the first half, but I guarantee you he will return the second.
And in the passing department for Tampa Bay gets 120 yards. Remember, Detroit coming in was only giving up an average of 106 yards for the entire contest. And as far as time of possession is concerned, Tampa Bay with the big lead there, nearly 5 minutes. So we're getting ready now for the second half kickoff. Tampa Bay will be kicking off. Paul Hickert with the honors and back to receive. For Detroit, George LaFrance. For the most part, Tampa Bay has been able to shut him down. LaFrance came in leading arena ball with 11 touchdowns on the season. Hickert, this is a very, very high kick and very deep. Goes out of the end zone. So Hickert with a marvelous job kicking tonight. He has really taken LaFrance and his return ability out of the ball game.
That's the only thing you can do from a kicker standpoint. Keep the ball out of George LaFrance's hands. And that's a hard thing to do in this type of situation on this type of field, but he's done a great job of it.
Detroit on the season giving up an average of 29 points per game, and the Storm has 23 here in the first half. But Detroit with the football will start off at its own 5-yard line. Down by 7. First down, 10 from the 5. Schleicher, the quick lookout pass to Dixon. He's taken into the boards and out of bounds.
Crawford Rollins over there on this. That's a possession type. That's what Schleicher wants to try to establish. A guy like Dixon, no better person to get the ball to for a little 5-6 yard gain. Establish the first down and then open it up. Give more operating room to a guy like Art Schleicher, and he'll hurt you.
Again, the key as in arena ball, along with any kind of football, is to move the chains offensively, and second down and 3 is much better than second down and long. 12-yard line for Detroit. Dixon in motion. Schleicher, the pass again, going to the man underneath. That's LaFrance. That's only his second catch tonight. He takes it out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. So Schleicher 2 for 2 here in the first half, and looking to do something that really it did not do in that first half, and that's put together a drive.
Simple route, not bad coverage there, but they pick up the first down. Schleicher's got them moving.
They mark it at the 23. Very close to midfield. First and 10 from there. LaFrance now in motion. Schleicher under pressure, but has time. Looking over the middle. He has LaFrance for the score. But we have a penalty flag on the opposite side of the field. Let's see what this is. It will be against Tampa Bay. So the touchdown stands, and we're very close to being tied up.
That is not the secondary's fault. When you give a quarterback this much time, somebody's going to get open, I promise you. When you got the speed of a George LaFrance, it's just a matter of time. Lost containment right there. Robert Smith, he had a good pass rush working, but he lost containment.
A 27-yard touchdown pass from Art Schleicher to LaFrance, his 12th touchdown of the year, and this is blocked.
Lynn Bradford, bad snap. Snap.
Once again, the Tampa Bay Storm keeps its lead. Now cut to 1, 23-22. We'll have the rest of the third period in a moment. Brings you Live World Basketball League action on Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Slam dunk in the three-point shooting contest. Wednesday, the All-Star game, and Saturday, it's Youngstown at Saskatchewan. All here on Sports Channel. Getting ready now for the kickoff. George LaFrance on the 27-yard touchdown catch, his 12th touchdown of the season, and Novo Bayovic getting ready to kick off. Again, a very low kick. tough to handle, goes out of the end zone.
23-22. Look back. I guarantee that Lynn Bradford, not giving up and blocking the extra point, is going to come back to maybe haunt the Detroit drive.
So George LaFrance, even though he had that long touchdown catch, minute 2 seconds on the drive, Detroit still trails Tampa Bay. And I would venture to say there have been very few times this season when Detroit has been down, especially in this building.
Very low-scoring game for arena football, I promise you. 23-22, Storm ahead. Good defense all the way around. Great potent offenses, but they're not really doing the job the defense is doing at this point.
So with the kickoff, Tampa Bay gets excellent field position at the 20-yard line. This is a real break. Jay Gruden at quarterback, up by 1. 23-22, start of the third period. Nearly intercepted, trying to hit Jeff Mays. The ball was a little behind him. Mays tipped it and left it up for grabs, and Detroit was not able to take advantage.
There's a chance where Jay Gruden could have utilized the sideline as a ninth man, so to speak, and didn't do it. He threw the ball behind the receiver.
So the ball, since it was kicked out of bounds, Tampa Bay gets the option of taking the ball at the 20-yard line and takes advantage. Gruden on a quick pass. They've been making a living off that. Perkins very close to the first down.
Possession type pass. That's what you see with the San Francisco 49ers a lot. They pass the ball for 4 with a chance of making a big play. They almost got the first down there.
And with receivers like Rice and company that can break those short passes into long games, that's the way that Tampa Bay has been playing offensively throughout this season.
Fran Kersey's been around long enough to know a possession type offense. He's doing a great job of play calling tonight.
3rd and inches for Tampa Bay. Flags down. They may get a free one here. Bradford appears to have the first down, but let's see what happens on the flag. It appears that Detroit was offside.
You know, a defense gets so honed in on hearing the same type of snap counts. All Jay Gruden has to do is change it up just a little bit, and you'll get a jump, which you saw.
And, of course, you also have Gruden. Then you have Ferguson coming in. So
Offside. Defense. First down.
let's take a look at it.
Watch him change the count here. No head bobbing at all. Didn't need to. Just a little change in the voice.
So first down from the make that the 17-yard line for Tampa Bay. Gruden nearly intercepted. That's Ted Hennings. Big lineman had it right there in his paws. He claims he was held.
Great job at Ted Hennings. All he did, he saw a 2 to 3 step drop. Get your hands up in the air. That's the way they teach them. I don't care on any level. Look at the hold right there. But he got away with it, Robert Smith.
Robert Smith has a hands the size of a basketball. When he holds you, you know it. Mays in motion. Handoff goes to Bradford, and nothing there.
Great inside reads. All 3 down linemen, plus number 44, Alvin Reddick, did a great job of just mirroring the play and just watching the fullback. That's his man.
That brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and a country mile. 3rd down in 13. The Storm was in excellent touchdown position. Now they may be looking to set up a field goal. Gruden on the deep drop. He's looking for a man at the 5-yard line. He has Mays, and guess what? He's got the first down.
Alfred Fields, number 22 for the drive, got turned around.
But we have a holding penalty back the other way. The officials did not even drop a flag.
I never saw a flag.
There is no flag on the floor.
We'll wait and see what the official says here.
Holding. Tampa. 4th down. Loss of down.
I think one of the offensive linemen was standing on that flag. Now I see it out there at about the 23-yard line.
Well, if it's Robert Smith, we may never see that flag again. Fran Kersey's watching his offense go backwards. Paul Hickert will try the field goal. This will be 40 yards. Hickert, the kick is up. Off the post. Loose football in the end zone, and Detroit recovers, and Tampa Bay really loses out on an opportunity because Tampa Bay had the ball in excellent field position, comes up empty, up by 1. Delta Airlines is the official carrier of the Tampa Bay Storm. Delta led the industry in passenger satisfaction in 1990 for the 17th consecutive year. According to the latest U.S. Department of Transportation Air Travel Consumer Report, each year since 1974, Delta has received the fewest number of passenger complaints of the major airlines per 100,000 passengers flown. Delta offers more than 2,500 flights daily with a total fleet of 464 jet aircraft, the youngest fleet of any of the 8 largest U.S. carriers. Delta's expanding route system includes more than 185 cities in 45 states and 15 foreign countries. Delta, we love to fly, and it shows.
A little moral victory there for the Detroit drive. I tell you, give Art Schlichter the ball on the 5-yard line, little operating room. I think you'll see a control possession type of approach with Art Schlichter on this particular drive.
Well, Art Schlichter came out the last time, hit 3 passes, and hit a touchdown. As you can see, he is 7 for 19 for 93 yards. He has the 3 scores, but remember, he got off to that horrible start there in the first half, and this was the guy that was rated the #1 quarterback in arena football. First down and 10 from the 5-yard line for Detroit. Down by 1. Schlichter looking for the quick pass, hits LaFrance, and oh boy, he could have pulled away. But Rollin Crawford pulls him down in a hurry. That's a dangerous play.
What a disadvantage. Rollin Crawford does as good a job as he can do. No pressure at all on Art Schlichter. He doesn't give up the big play, makes the sure tackle.
So Art Schlichter 4 for 4 here in the second half, and the drive is driving.
You got to understand, Al, when they send these guys in motion, they are full go when they hit the line of scrimmage. So you got to give them some respect.
Schlichter to the air again, under pressure, throws it over the middle, nearly has LaFrance, and LaFrance was in full stride. He could have gone all the way.
Brad Caleb right there on the defensive end, number 82, a receiver playing defensive back, did a tremendous job of just getting in the way of number 27, George LaFrance.
Again, Fran Kersey's taking a big sigh of relief here because LaFrance has it in full stride.
See Caleb right there. Beautiful job.
Good play by Caleb.
Beautiful job. Just trail the man, and hopefully somebody will help you on the front end of it.
Second down and 10 from the 19-yard line. The pitch. Reddick. He runs out of room. And some pushing and shoving down there.
You can run, but you can't hide. I guarantee you, I'll say that a lot because they got these barriers along this sideline, and you can't get over it.
Only 3 yards rushing in the first half for Detroit, and that's the first time here in the second half that Detroit has tried to run the football. Very little gain there. Again, 3 yards, so they doubled their output.
All of a sudden, that Lynn Bradford move that they made in the offseason is looking mighty good for the Tampa Bay Storm.
Third down, 7 from the 21. Schlichter looking for a man, trying to hit Dixon. Poor pass. It was behind him, but a good catch there by the fan. Again, in arena football, you get to keep the ball.
And he got a kiss. He got a kiss.
Yes. What more fun could you want? And the girl gets the football. Did you notice the way she packed that in? She was ready to run.
Yeah. She played a little halfback in her day.
Novobojovic on the field goal try. This is high. This is off the screen. Crawford tries to take it out of the end zone. Can't do it. And Crawford's coming up limping. They don't want to lose him. He appears to be okay. So the field goal try is no good. And the Tampa Bay defense has held. And the Storm leads by a score of 23-22, 7-10 left to go here in the third quarter. So the Storm will start off at its own 5-yard line. By the way, college football returns this fall with the University of Florida Gators and the University of Miami Hurricanes. 2 teams, which, by the way, could be rated in the top 10. Watch both teams right here on Sports Channel. Gruden on the pump fake. He's going deep. He's got Mays, pushes off. Mays very close to the 5-yard line.
Beautiful adjustment by Jeff Mays. He saw the ball. The defender was playing the receiver. We have to see the replay on this. Jay Gruden just lofted the ball up. Let the receiver do the work here.
You could see him come back for the football. Big catch. And once again, Tampa Bay has great field position. Here it is from another angle. You can see the left hand kind of push off a little bit, but he comes down with a catch.
Great catch by Jeff Mays.
38 yards from the 7-yard line. Now the pitch to Caleb. Caleb loses the football, and these little mistakes are preventing Tampa Bay from building a lead.
That's a matter of running before you get the ball. I guarantee you, he had his sight set for the end zone. Just could not hang on to the football.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Fran Kersey says, Mama told me there'd be days like this. Second down and 12. The Motown fans trying to cheer on its defense. Gruden in deep trouble. Needs to get rid of it. Looking for a man. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Jeff Mays.
I'll tell you what, give credit where credit's due. The reason that play was developed so beautifully is because of the 3 linemen. The guys doing the protection up front. Gruden scrambled out, made the perfect throw to the back of the end zone.
Hold on, we have a flag down.
I believe that we're going to get it. I believe it's going to stand.
We had a flag. Quarterback was out of the pocket. No illegal defense. We have a touchdown.
So Bob Grease, is he smiling yet? No, he's still very nervous. Sitting with his family, the owner of the Tampa Bay Storm.
Just like in the NFL, if the quarterback leaves the pocket, then you can bite, scratch, hold, do whatever you want with the receiver.
And Paul Hickert cannot hit the point after. Ball goes into the stands, but the Tampa Bay Storm has run its lead back to 7 points, 29-22. We'll have the rest of this exciting third quarter on Sports Channel in just a moment. 7-point lead here in the third. Let's take a look at the play that put them up. Jay Gruden looking for his wide receiver. Ad-libs very well and then goes deep. Jeff Mays with the honors for 6. Here's another look. Again, the pressure on Gruden. Gruden has done a great job all night getting away from the pressure.
There again, the offense is going to prevail. When you lose contain like that, you can't expect a guy like Gary Mullins, #1 back there, who's covering a great receiver in Jeff Mays, to stay with this guy all day long. Totally geared for the offense.
That coming, of course, from the former linebacker, Scot Brantley. So Paul Hickert will kick off. And again, he's looking at LaFrance back there. That's a scary thought, but for the most part, they have kept him out of the ball game as far as returns are concerned. He averages more than 21 yards every time he touches the football on a return. Very high kick. That's out of the end zone. Great job kicking off tonight by Paul Hickert.
There's about a 9x6 square down there, and Hickert has kicked it right through that thing about 4 times to keep it out of the hands of George LaFrance.
So here's how the Tampa Bay Storm added to its lead. The pass. Jay Gruden to Mays, 12 yards. Eats up a minute 10. 3 plays on 45 yards. So we have a pretty good fight going in the stands. This is some of the best action we've had tonight. That's what you call determination. Schleister going deep. He's got a man with the step. Defense there by Roland Crawford.
And I guarantee you, that's Gary Mullins, #1, and he is tired. He was the guy that had the good coverage on Jeff Mays on the last touchdown, now playing wide receiver.
Crawford with him every step of the way. Gave up a little bit of ground there at first, but hung with it and was not willing to give up the score.
If there's ever a profession that earned their money, I guarantee it's in arena football.
Nothing like being stuck on an island all by yourself. Everybody's watching you. Last thing you want to do is get beat.
That's exactly right. Why you're tired, too.
So second down and 10 from the 5-yard line. Dixon in motion for Detroit. Schleister under pressure. Is that a safety? It is a safety for Tampa Bay. Patch Perduto. with the big defensive play. And again, all we talked about in the open was this Detroit defense, but it's Tampa Bay that has come up big time tonight on the defensive side of the football.
Sleaster has rolled out this way, and the Storm has lost contain about 2 times. Here, it was not to happen. Pat Sparuto makes a great jersey tackle.
He beat his man immediately, came in, had Sleaster, and would not allow Sleaster to even get the ball off. So a big play for Tampa Bay, plus Tampa Bay will get the football. So run that lead to 31-22 with 4 minutes left to go.
And that is big, Al. That is big right there. After missing the extra point, Paul Hickert, they make it up and then some with the safety.
So Bojovic will kick off. It's like a bonus 2 points for Tampa Bay. This is a high kick going to the far side, off the screen. Caleb has it. Caleb squirts through, gets it to the 15-yard line, so good field position for Tampa Bay.
Beautiful return right there by Caleb. That is just sheer heart. Whenever you get it out past the 10-yard line, you've got an offense that can operate from.
It was interesting talking with Bob Grease at halftime. He said going into the season, his ball club had only 3 players that had any experience playing arena football. Fran Kersey, of course, was brand new to the game, and all of a sudden this is a team that has won 4 in a row, sitting at 4-1, and looking to upset the team that has won 3 arena ball championships. 1st and 10 from the 15. Gruden ad-libbing again. Finds the man, can't get him. Intended for Steve Thomas, pass was low. It was amazing that Gruden even got it away.
Yes, it was. It was a timing route, 3-step drop. You see the linemen cut their men at the line of scrimmage. It's supposed to be a quick 5-yard type of possession pass. Nobody was open, so he had to scramble out, make the longer throw. It was incomplete.
One thing about Tampa Bay, it has never really had to battle out of horrible field position tonight for any consistent amount of time. Gruden on the screen pass. Bradford has a block. There's a flag. It may have been an illegal block.
I believe they're going to call that on our boy Gizzy. Time Gizzy cracked back on number 33, Alec Anderson.
So we were talking about the field position. The clip. That'll put Tampa Bay.
Eric Anderson.
Bad straits.
There's a great call here by Fran Kersey. What has happened, and hopefully we might be able to see it again, Lynn Bradford almost acted like he missed the block, let his guy release on the quarterback, turned around.
Personal foul. Flipping. Tampa Bay.
Made the reception. Watch this here. He lets this guy go, 84. Bradford makes the catch. Just a simple push in the back. And Bradford rambles downfield, but just that simple push in the back cost him a big play.
Not much there. 2nd down, 18 to go. Good quick drop. Hits Mays. And Mays is level 3. Blue shirts make it 4 blue shirts. I'm surprised Mays can get up.
He's a tough kid, I guarantee you. Jeff Mays, we got Mark Zeno. I mean, we got some receivers on this ball team that are tough guys.
Remember, Anthony Howard came out of the pack like a rocket, leading arena football and receiving through the first 3 games, and the Storm has not missed a beat, even though he is out with the thumb injury. Gruden again, off his back foot, nearly intercepted, and he's very lucky there.
Should have been pass interference here.
And we have a holding penalty back inside the 5-yard line. So the Storm offense having all kinds of trouble right now.
I think Robert Smith is going to be the culprit here. Big number 80.
Holding. Tampa Bay. Lost it down. 4th down. David, number 80.
Number 80.
That's
Robert Smith. Tampa Bay has got a kick.
Paul Hickert, they'll mark it at the 3-yard line.
Hopefully Paul will be able to kick it away from George LaFrance.
Hickert's kick is short. LaFrance takes it just inside the goal line.
Great.
Beautiful
Great
defense.
job.
Reed Bennett.
That's the big
That's like
guy.
a punt.
That's the big guy right there.
You're not allowed to punt in arena ball, but that works just like a punt, keeping them inside the 5-yard line.
Right.
Good play by the special teams of Tampa Bay and Reed Bennett.
Look, George LaFrance would not normally catch this football, I guarantee you, but they've been keeping it away from him so well, he had to get his hands on the ball.
So Detroit is backed up once again, and in the battle of field position, Detroit has been backed up throughout the ball game. And when Detroit has scored, it has come on quick strikes. And the drive now finds itself down by 9. A minute 23 left to go in the third. Ball marked at the 4. First down and 10 from there. Dixon in motion for Detroit. Schleister looking for Mullen. Complete. Very close to a first down.
Beautiful setup here by Art Schleicher. You'll see him set, plant, make the perfect throw to the outside. Use that sideline in your favor. Great catch right there by Gary Mullen.
That's good for the first down. Ball marked now at the 15-yard line.
The only time you've seen Art Schleicher throw a bad pass has been off his heels. He hadn't been able to plant with a good pass rush by Tampa Bay.
LaFrance in motion. Gizzy, has he got him down? He wants the sack, and they're saying no, pass incomplete.
He was out of the pocket, therefore there is no in the grass. But there again, he could have caught it. It could have been blown either way. He was able to get the pass off. Still, Tampa Bay, good defense.
Gizzy trying to hold on to anything there to pull Schleicher down. Schleicher with an excellent job of avoiding the sack. And he'll need a new uniform. That's all torn up. Boy, it's rough being a quarterback. Outdoors, indoors. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Tampa Bay Storm looking to upset the Detroit Drive. The Storm has a 9-point lead, 31-22. We'll have the final period coming up live from Detroit right after this. Right now, the Detroit Drive is down by 9, 31-22. Now let's go over to the other side and check out our Bob Grease watch. And he's still nervous.
He's got that rocking chair. I don't know where I didn't know they had rockers in here.
The expectant father. The owner of the Tampa Bay Storm, Bob Grease, very nervous, even though his team is up by 9. Detroit with the football, second down from the 15, and Lynn Bradford.
There's my man.
Lays a licking on Art Schleicher.
I promise you, Alvin Reddick set the block. Lynn Bradford. Lynn swam him. They give him a little head fake. Went right around for the sack. Beautiful job by Lynn Bradford.
Remember, Lynn Bradford was a second-string running back linebacker in Detroit. Traded to Tampa Bay, and he has set a league record in rushing. He is one of the top tacklers in arena ball, and he was looking for revenge tonight.
You know what they call that, Al, don't you?
What's that?
In your face.
In your face. And then some.
He's got a lot to show to these fans here in Detroit, and he's done it.
Third down. Schleicher, the pump fake, airing it out. He's got Mullen wide open, and they're calling pass interference.
We saw this similar situation earlier in the game that went to the defender. Here it goes to the receiver. Could be called either way here. We got a flag way back, I believe, inside the 10-yard line, maybe.
Tampa Bay would love to have offsetting penalties here.
Defense, pass interference.
No, nothing offsetting. Reed Bennett, a little slow getting up over there for the Tampa Bay Storm.
Now remember, on a pass interference call, it is not marked where the pass interference occurred.
First down.
So in many ways, sure, you get the first down, but if you think a guy's going to burn you deep, go ahead, interfere. You don't give up the touchdown. You just give up a couple of yards.
Exactly, but I guarantee you, I don't think John Fonts down there, the defensive coordinator for the Storm, is going to buy that.
Marked down at the 17-yard line. First and 10 for Detroit, down by 9. The pitch, Reddick gets it outside, has some running room. Just over midfield.
That's probably the best run that Alvin Reddick has made tonight. They knew, little option play to the left side. They know Reed Bennett is tired. I mean, he's been going both ways all night long. So a little flip play outside, loose contain, big yardage.
They'll mark it at the Tampa Bay 24-yard line. Tim Markham looking for his team to come from behind. His team has been belting people here in his home arena. That is not the case tonight. Schleister under pressure, goes deep. LaFrance. Boy, he's got some speed.
Oh,
I didn't think there was going to be any way that he would get to that football. I thought Schleister was just throwing it away, and somehow, some way, he was able to get a hand on it.
Beautiful job by the right defensive end, Robert Smith, the new acquired Tampa Bay Storm player, and he is a bona fide pass rusher from Grambling. Schleister's trying to throw the ball away here, and I'll be
dog on his LaFrance doesn't almost come up with a catch. He put it in the 5th gear right around the 5-yard line and nearly made a beautiful play. So 3rd and very short. 3rd and 1 from the 24. LaFrance in motion. The handoff. Ready. Big defense not. He switched away. Jeff Mays nearly made the defensive play of the night, but that was size on size. Big size against little size, and Reddick was able to beat Mays to get the first down. Rotating the defense away from the way you run the football. They actually send a receiver in motion the other way, run it right at Mays, and now it's one-on-one. And I believe my man Alvin wins the battle. Ball marked at the 19-yard line for Detroit. 1st and 10. Schleister, the pump fake, looking for the corner. LaFrance knocked out of bounds at the 2. So George LaFrance, very quiet in the first half, has come up big time here in the second. Great protection up front by Detroit. Schleister set beautifully, makes an aerial out to the outside. Beautiful catch by LaFrance inside the
5-yard line on the 2.
First down, goal to go from the 1. It's a very long one. But Detroit takes over. Schleister tries the quarterback sneak, and he's short. Got very, very little. How tough is it now, especially in this game, to really shorten the field up and have that goal line offense? Is that tough for a team to adjust to?
Definitely tough because they got so many options. They got the fullback inside. There, like Schleister, he pulled it out, tried to get it in himself, and then you even got the option to pitch to the moving receiver coming from the backside. So definitely in favor of the offense down this close.
Back at the 1, 2nd down and go from the 1. Schleister, the pitch to Reddick. He waltzes in, but there's a flag down.
I believe you might see holding on Gary Mullins up top. That'd be a great break for the Tampa Bay Storm.
No, they're saying the touchdown is good.
On the defense. Touchdown.
That was a very late offside call, I thought, by the official there.
So Tampa Bay is able to keep its lead, but let's see by how much. Right now it's 31-28. Bojovic will try the point after. Try to pull it to within 2. Bad hold. The kick is up and good. And the Tampa Bay Storm will have a 2-point lead with 10:01 left to go in regulation.
The difference being that safety. A great effort by the defense. Pinning Schleister back in his end zone. That right now is the difference in this football game.
That's a big, big play for Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay needs to get the offense in gear. Again, next Saturday night in the Florida Suncoast Dome, the first of a 2-game series between Tampa Bay and Denver, and especially after this game, with Denver being 4-2 right now, this is a key 2-game series for the Tampa Bay Storm. Again, all gets started at 7:30. They're going to have some fun with a photo night. Get there early for a pregame party, and it'll be a lot of fun there in the Florida Suncoast.
95 YNF, Ron and Ron will be there in the pregame party to host it for you. Very affordable tickets. Tickets as low as $5.95 in the Suncoast Dome. Bring the family, bring the whole crowd, bring the neighborhood. Come out and see the Storm play.
Again, it is a fun Saturday night, and the Storm gets the dome rocking.
Yes, they do.
And it's a very enjoyable evening.
is a very festive atmosphere, very affordable, and that's the key. I mean, that's what Bob Creed's set out to do with this particular franchise. Bring it to Tampa. Perfect niche, June and July football in Tampa Bay.
Bojovic to kick off. Tampa Bay up by 2, 31-29. Again, a line drive kick that goes into the stands. Flag comes out, and once again, Tampa will get excellent field position.
That kind of looked like my 4-iron off the tee on a long par 3.
Little duck hook.
Little duck hook there in the stands. Bad judgment by the fans
Kick
there.
infraction on Detroit. First and 10, Tampa 20.
They ought to throw a flag on that guy in the third row who missed the ball, who came back out in the field to play. And if people know that in arena football, every ball that goes into the stands, they get to keep. They let one get away there.
So the Storm needs to get the offense in gear. You can hear the defense call by the drive crowd. First and 10 from the 20. And Jay Gruden is buried.
Guess who? John Corker. The great defensive end. He was a great outside linebacker in college and the USFL. He's gained a few pounds. Now he's become a force at defensive end in the Arena Football League.
4 sacks tonight for the Detroit Drive. This is a team that came in leading arena ball in sacks, and Jay Gruden never had a chance. Second down, 19 from the 11-yard line. More pressure. Gruden flag down, wide open wide receiver. It's complete.
Now Corker jumped on the play in a late flag. I can't believe if they call offsides on this is about a 5-second delayed penalty.
Well, I believe they may call a holding penalty.
I see both. They're going to call it on Corker.
Let's see.
Illegal formation on the defense. Penalty decline. First down.
So a big offensive play by the Tampa Bay Storm and a chance to quiet down the crowd momentarily anyway.
Supposed to be a man-to-man situation. I think what happened there was the Detroit Drive showed a true zone type of situation, and I believe the officials picked it up.
Tim Markham is going nuts. He says, what have we done wrong? You've been after us all night long on these defensive formations. Look at him.
He's kind of looking like Steve Spurrier over there now. Spurrier would have his visor on. He'd already thrown that thing about 10 times.
So the Storm is at midfield. It has Detroit on its heels. 31-29, 8:40 left to go in regulation. Gruden sets up, has a man, Caleb. First down, Tampa Bay.
Great job right there by Andre Bowden, the fullback. Did a great job of cutting the blitzing linebacker down. You'll see it here. Number 44 coming on the blitz. That was Watts that made the good cut block. Plenty of time for the quarterback to make the sure catch reception by Caleb.
The Tampa Bay offense definitely needs to take advantage of this field position now, looking for the touchdown. It has a 2-point lead. Looking for a huge upset here in Detroit.
Right now, Fran Kersey's looking at that clock, and it is definitely winding down under 8 minutes right now, and that's what he wants to do, is take plenty of time in the huddle, get the clock running in his favor.
But it's not running fast enough for Fran Kersey. At the 11-yard line, this is Bowden, powers his way to the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you one thing right now, Fran Kersey, this might be a great ploy on his part, is the fact he has not ran Andre Bowden too much today, and he is still fresh in there. So if you can get the big guy rambling downfield, he's going to pick up some big yardage here.
He is big, he is strong, surprisingly quick, and for a man that has never played running back, he has adjusted very well.
You called him a
72 yards 1 week ago.
No-nonsense running back. He's not a shaker and mover. He's a power runner.
Second down at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3. Gruden looking for help. Finds a man. Flag down. Touchdown Tampa Bay. But let's check out the flag.
Great sense of quarterback in here, I tell you, by Jay Gruden. He saw the inside pressure.
They have a hold on a defense. Touchdown.
What a play by Jay Gruden, and look at Bob Grace. Still not smiling, still on the edge of his seat, but a great pass-catch combination between Jay Gruden and Steve Thompson, and what a time to put together a drive, Scott Brantley.
Unbelievable, and Gruden did a tremendous job. Never left sight of the receiver and made the pinpoint pass.
Paul Hickert is perfect on the PAT, and the Tampa Bay Storm looking for a huge victory with 6:48 left to go in the ball game. 38-29, leading undefeated Detroit.
You could tell there was a three-step drop, timing type of route, but there again, you improvise. A great guy, good head on his shoulder. Jay Gruden kept rolling, no contain. Kept his eye on the receiver, made a great pinpointed pass.
And Thomas did a good job of getting open, getting in a place where Gruden could find him. Paul Hickert, the long kickoff. This is high off the screen. LaFrance has it. He's oh so dangerous, but Tampa Bay brings him down just over the 10-yard line. A 9-point lead for Tampa Bay. 6:38 left to go in regulation. Here's how it happened. Tampa Bay, Thomas, the 5-yard pass from Gruden. Time, 2:54, just under 3 minutes. A good drive for Tampa Bay. And Art Schleister, uniform torn.
I'll tell you, that defensive end, Parabrella, who just made the tackle on the kickoff, he's a guy that has played extremely well tonight. We hadn't called his name too much.
Dixon in motion. Schleister flag down, finds a receiver coming over the middle. Good for a first down, but let's check out the flag.
Good inside pressure there by Andre Bowden, number 87, the inside linebacker.
Looks like the penalties on Tampa Bay.
Defense, offside, decline.
Obviously, we could not see the penalty at that situation.
There's the pressure by Bowden. Good awareness by Art Schleister. Makes the pinpointed pass downfield.
So, Scott, you said it in the pregame show. There's Schleister tonight, 12 of 29 for 173 yards, 3 touchdowns. Has not had a very effective night throwing the football, but he has been able to hit for some long strikes. Schleister, again, under pressure. Andre Bowden. You can also give credit to Carl Watts and Pat Sperduto.
Sperduto, Watts, Bowden, tremendous effort up the middle. Great awareness on defense. Never give up. Stamina. That's what's going to win the fourth quarter. Whoever wins this fourth quarter is going to be done on stamina.
Now, you're Art Schleister. What do you do? Not much you can do. You pick yourself up. But by the way, we were talking in the pregame show about how this may come down to the final moments.
Very easily could be, and I guarantee you, the word stamina this time in the game is playing a tremendous role.
LaFrance in motion. Schleister again on his back heels. Pass complete. We have another penalty flag down. And this may be a hold on Detroit, and it is. So bring back the pass. And now with 5:05 remaining.
Pat Sperduto, tremendous inside rush. Never give up. He looks like it's the first quarter of the way the kid's playing. This defensive front has turned it up a notch here in the fourth quarter.
And holding. That's Detroit. Lost it down.
Watch the inside move by number 65. Makes a good hand shiver inside. Tremendous effort this fourth quarter. That looks like a play, like I said, in the first quarter. The guy's got it revved up.
Good job by our camera people to bring that hold to you. 5:05 and counting. Left to go in the ball game. Third down, 25 for Detroit. Tampa Bay doesn't want to give up a big play here. Dixon was in motion, went well over the line of scrimmage. Here comes the laundry.
Back them up.
Push the guys downfield on offense.
Procedure. Detroit.
That was everybody. The center didn't get the snap off at all. Very frustrating for Art Schleister, I guarantee you right now. And he's going to have to dig down deep and come up with the big play right now because the clock is running.
Third, and you have to go to Ann Arbor to get the first down. But then Art Schleister has done that. Schleister out of his own end zone, steps up, Throwing the bomb. He's got a wide receiver. Incomplete. Gary Mullins was not able to hang on, and the fact he was even able to touch the football is unbelievable. Triple coverage down there.
Great awareness guard, Schleicher. Watch him step into the pocket, make the beautiful downfield throw, and this could have very easily been caught and then fumbled out of the end zone, but there you see the ball pops out.
4th down and 28 yards to go, and Novo Bojovic will have to try the field goal out of his own end zone. This is a 62-yard attempt by Novo Bojovic.
This will be like a punt, you can bet it.
But remember, he has the scoreboard right in his line, gets it out of the way of the scoreboard, and a great catch by the fan. You know, this Detroit crowd has some pretty good hands.
Now, where are they going to mark the ball? They're going to mark the ball out.
You've got 2 fans there that are going to go home, sitting right next to each other with footballs.
See, that's like a punt. He had no intention at all to try to kick a field goal there. He was just trying to get it downfield in the corner like a pooch kick.
But an excellent job by Detroit of backing Tampa Bay up. By the way, the Tampa Bay Storm Gridiron Club, tickets are on sale right now. You can join the club that has taken Tampa Bay by storm. Spaces are still available for photo night on July 13th. That's when the Storm takes on Denver, and then Luau night, August 2nd, as the Storm takes on New Orleans. Fun starts at 6 o'clock with the pregame party hosted by the Storm and local celebrities. Don't miss out. Tickets on sale right now. Call 282-3066 and experience the Storm.
And don't miss that pregame party next week. 95 YNF, Ron Bennington and Ron Diaz will be your hosts for that pregame party. And then you can even get your pictures made with Ron and Ron at 95 YNF.
Or the cheerleaders.
Or the cheerleaders.
Or the Hooters girls.
Especially the Hooter girls.
Or Scot Brantley. You'll be there, right?
I'll definitely be there. I don't know if anybody will want to get their picture made with me, but we'll definitely be there. Me and you, Al Keck. There you go. Fran Kersey. He'll be a candidate.
There. And if he gets a win tonight, he'll stand there as long as you want to take pictures.
You can bet on it, because this is a very vital, pivotal game for Tampa Bay. Next week against the Denver Dynamite will become even a bigger game once they win tonight, hopefully.
So the Storm has the ball at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10. Have to be very careful with the football from here. Quick pass made at the 5-yard line. Gets some room for Jay Gruden. Beautiful play by Tampa Bay.
Great possession-type pass to Mays. Gruden is throwing the ball extremely well, right on time, letting him catch the ball on the run, and he can get some yardage downfield.
And what a gorgeous call by Frank Kersey. That is the first time that the Storm has called that play tonight and pulls it out of the hat at a perfect situation.
You can bet Frank Kersey's got a big bag of tricks down there, and he's starting to pull deep out of that bag for the late going. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in this game.
Now, if the Storm plays its cards right, it can drive the ball down the field and eat up this clock. Taking its time, staying in the huddle a little longer, now with 12 seconds left to go on the play clock. 2:20 overall. 2nd and 3, the handoff. Bradford bowls his way. He has a first down. More importantly, hangs on to the football.
I always wondered how you could run an inside trap with 3 offensive linemen, but that was a great choice by Fran Kersey, and he proved that it can't be done.
And Detroit wants a timeout. 2:03 left to go in the game. Storm has a 38-29 lead. On the Arena Ball's #1 defense. And Tampa Bay and the offense has a 38-29 lead with 2:03 left to go in the ball game. Detroit comes in undefeated. Tampa Bay at 4-1 and looking to tie things up here in Detroit. Gruden, 1st and 10 from the 14. Quick pass. He's got Perkins. They'll mark it at the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you, the battle up front has been tremendous. Perduto, Gizzi, and Reed Bennett has done a tremendous job offensively, holding the defense out and giving Jay Gruden the time to operate from. Plus, they flip it around and have tremendous pressure all day long, all night long on Art Schleicher. So I tell you what, these guys, your hats off to them.
In Detroit, again, having trouble. Now the clock is its biggest enemy, has to call its second timeout. And it will get more help at the 1 minute mark because they have the 1 minute warning. But Tampa Bay with the 38-29 lead, looking to pull off what could be, Scott, the upset of the year in that. The Tampa Bay Storm is a brand new football team taking on the Drive, which has won 3 arena ball titles.
And they've done it primarily with a guy that this team was willing to give up, and who I consider one of the best players in the entire league, who I've seen play all year, number 33 with Tampa Bay, Lynn Bradford.
He's run the ball very hard throughout the season and made some big plays at linebacker. Another quick pass. That's Perkins. He is knocked out of bounds. Again, these are very short passes.
Possession type. Keep it in bounds. Keep the clock running. Tate Randall on the stop there from his free safety position.
So Detroit takes its final timeout with 1:49 left to go in the ball game.
We've got a few awards to give out tonight, too, there, Al.
You betcha. When you think about the MVP, I think he has several candidates.
I like that guy right there in the picture, number 7. He has done a tremendous job tonight at the helm. He's had tremendous time to throw the ball and operate from, and that's the key.
Steve Thomas has a couple of touchdown catches tonight. He would have to be considered. And then for your Iron Man on the other side, the guy that has to go 2 ways.
Reed Bennett has had a tremendous night. He was the one that drug down Art Sleeper for the safety, and plus he has played extremely hard and kept opponents out of the backfield from the offensive line position.
And you said at that safety spot, remember that came right after Tampa Bay missed a point after, and then they immediately get the safety to keep that lead, and that has really held up. It's been a key part in the ball game. 3rd and 5. Quick whistles. This could be offsides on Detroit.
You're looking at 3rd and 6 here, and Jay Gruden has got control of this game. Little infraction there, and I believe you're going to mark it up 5. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Linebacker, Detroit, neutral zone.
Well, it's going to, no, I'm sorry.
Remember, it's only a 3-yard penalty in this game.
We still got 3rd down and 2. A possession-type pass, or the draw to Bradford or Bowden would probably wrap this thing up. We need a 1st down right here, Al.
Need a 1st down. More importantly, you need to hold on to the football either way. You don't need a turnover here. 3rd and 2. Gruden going to the air. The pass to Tracy Perkins. Good for the 1st down. And again, control of the football and, more importantly, control of the clock.
5 yards. A little surprise there at Jay Gruden was a 5 to 6 yard drop. I thought he'd go with a 3-step drop. It's probably designed that way, but he saw the receiver coming off a little slow, let him make the cut, and get the ball to him down low where he could just make the catch.
And the main thing is that Gruden put it in a spot to where if Perkins did not make the catch, nobody was going to make the catch.
Smart play by Jay Gruden.
38-29, 1:08 and counting in the football game. They'll let the clock wind down to the 1 minute warning, and Tampa Bay is ready to pull off a huge victory on the road in Detroit, where it is tough to win a football game.
The last road trip we were on with these guys was in New Orleans, and what a festive night after that game of victory. It'll be another one, hopefully tonight, right here in Detroit.
And the grease watch continues. Now he's going, oh, my goodness. I still have a minute to go. Still no smile.
No, he won't smile at all till this thing's over, and then he might just do a triple backflip off that 8th step down to the field and get ready for the Denver Dynamite coming into town next week.
There's your call. Scott, Jay Gruden, the Little Caesars MVP of this football game. Remember, he had a rough time last week against Albany. Chip Ferguson comes in off the bench to win it for Tampa Bay, but Gruden has performed admirably tonight. 1 minute left to go. Gruden calls his own number, gets it to the 20-yard line, and the clock continues to wind down. And there's your Iron Man. Reed Bennett has kept pressure on Sleester all night long, comes up with a big safety.
He has really done a tremendous job, and I'll tell you what, the guy's in shape. He's a big guy, and he can get it done from both sides of the football and play special teams.
The Tampa Bay Storm now with 30 seconds left to go before its biggest win ever at Detroit. Detroit came in undefeated. the #1 defense in the league. Yet the Storm, with the #1 offense, still able to roll up 38 points. 20 seconds left to go. Gruden again just holds on to the football, and there is nothing that Detroit really can do from here because the Tampa Bay Storm.
I see Bob Grease headed to the field right now. You can bet a smile has come upon his face.
13 seconds left to go in the contest. There is Bob Grease. Again, we still have not seen the official smile yet.
You won't. You see double zeros up there on the big scoreboard. Great job. Jay Gruden did a tremendous job. They came with Chip Ferguson in about the second quarter. Chip couldn't get it going. Put Gruden back in, and he has dominated this game. But it's good to have that double quarterback set. Two quality quarterbacks on this great football team.
3rd and 8, 13 seconds. Gruden again. Nothing fancy.
That's it, boys.
And the clock winds down. The Tampa Bay Storm now takes over first place in Arena Bowl. With a 5-1 record, it has won 5 in a row and knocks off undefeated Detroit and its #1 ranked defense, 38-29. And now the Tampa Bay Storm has a date with Denver at home next week, and then a big road trip out to Denver the week after. We'll have more live from Detroit, where the Storm goes to 5-1 right after this. Press keeps on rolling. 5 wins in a row now, and the Tampa Bay Storm wins the showdown in Motown, 38-29 over the Detroit Drive. And Scot Brantley, we talked about the #1 offense taking on the #1 defense. Offense wins out this time around.
I tell you what, when you can come to the home field of the world champions in arena football and beat them, I don't care what score it is, you have done something very, very positive. I'm sure Fan Kersey is extremely excited, as well as Bob Grease.
This is a football team that came out, scored on its first possession on a 23-yard field goal by Paul Hickert. Backs that up with a beautiful touchdown pass from Jay Gruden to Stevie Thomas, and takes it on from there, takes a 10-0 lead, and never lost the lead from there. Had some times when the defense had to come up big time to keep the lead, but they've done that all season long, and they've won 5 in a row.
Exactly, and don't forget your interior lineman who played tremendous today, Reed Bennett, who was our player of the game as far as offense or defensive lineman is concerned. Tremendous game, and he deserved it.
And Jay Gruden, of course, the Little Caesars MVP. So tonight, the Tampa Bay Storm wins it by a score of 38-29. I'm Al Keck saying good night for Scot Brantley. And once again, that final score, the Storm wins it 38-29 over Detroit. So long, everybody.